Hey everybody, welcome to another amazing episode of Painting Happy Little Minis. I'm Rick,
And I'm Gretchen.
and today we're going to be painting some Wizkids miniatures. Dave wasn't able to make it in today because of the weather.
Dear.
Yeah.
It's okay, I can lick paintbrushes instead.
Yeah, we'll lick
It's
all the
good.
brushes in honor of Dave not being here. And because I know he wanted to absolutely paint the Games Workshop miniatures, we'll hold those off for another day. And so we're going to paint some Wizkids, some of their Nolzers pre-primed, ready to
Yep.
roll right out the package, and a couple deep cuts. I am working on some elf fighters and dwarven barbarians, and you're working on...
I'm gonna paint this necromancing tiefling.
I can dig it.
Pink.
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 Mm.
Light red.
Mm.
I think that would be intimidating on the battlefield. I think that if you saw a Pepto-Bismol pink demon creature coming towards you while raising the dead, it would be
Yeah, it would definitely be
concerning.
like... Yeah, absolutely.
A little.
And that creature definitely has that look of... yeah, it's just creepy. That color scheme is going to work perfectly for it. All right. And hope everybody's doing well today.
Snow day.
It is a snow day.
Maybe that's why Facebook's not working.
Maybe.
Probably.
I'm actually going to put a picture up on outside the office.
Do-do-do.
There we go. And gonna put some brown on this guy. So I'm doing 2 dwarves and 2 elves. I made a mess in the as we were setting up. I spilled out a whole bunch of gunmetal gray, so I was like, "Great, I better use as much of it as I can so it doesn't go to waste." What is everybody up to today?
Snow day. What's everyone's snow day?
Hey, we got Wyatt. Hey, what's up, Wyatt? Forged and Putty. Hey, wet pallets you can buy. You're talking about wet pallets are so good. Not a snow day, but a smoke day here in Northern California. Yeah, yikes.
Oh, yeah. Stay safe.
Yeah, that has been crazy watching all that in the news, the fires. It's almost like the gates of the abyss have opened, and you need to send all the best adventurers up there to close it.
True facts.
So you're painting this tiefling for a friend, right?
I am. I'm going to give this tiefling to my friend Molly, who is involved with more campaigns than I've ever seen one single person be able to juggle.
Are they a player or a...
They are both.
Okay.
So they're both a player and a DM. They're actually the person who got me into D&D.
Okay.
So
we can blame her.
yes, we can blame Molly. So they like necromancers and they like tieflings. So I
Okay.
told them right before the show, hey, you have a new character now, surprise.
Nice.
They're going to be pink.
And did you get a response back?
Laughter.
Okay. Concern? Was it like...
Probably a little bit. So I'm the kind of player that Molly's an excellent DM and is pretty savvy with the rule book and allows for us to be creative and have fun. And I'm the player that goes, I want to do the obnoxious thing, let me roll for it. And
Nice.
then magically only gets good rolls for the obnoxious things.
Never for the
Never
really
for the good things.
important things like combat or...
No, just the obnoxious things.
Makes sense.
Yep, that's why I like playing bards, because
Uh-huh.
it goes over. Things happen better.
Okay. And it's what you're playing in my campaign.
Yeah, I am playing a bard in your campaign
Yeah.
because it's just so much more fun to have shenanigans when you're a bard.
I see. This explains much. So, for those of you watching, Gretchen plays a Kenku bard in the campaign that I'm running for them. And granted, we need to have another session,
We do.
and then hopefully everybody will show up. That's, of course,
so
the curse
difficult.
of campaigning is the real life issues of I've got work, I've got family. It's like, ugh.
Work and family. Well, I mean, you know when I have work.
That's true. All right. On to the next guy.
But I do appreciate my Kenku bard. I like his character.
It is a cool character.
I like trying to play characters that are here and there and outside of my comfort zone sometimes, and silly characters sometimes to help break up that kind of monotony I find whenever the whole entire party is serious.
Right.
Like everyone is grim slayer of beasts, stubbly
Yes.
of hair.
Tell me more. We must survive this campaign. We can't have these shenanigans. And here comes the Kenku.
Yeah.
Kaka!
It's more like crash, stumble, fall, clatter in the background. What was that?
The bard.
It's fine. Tambourine noises. Yeah, that's his musical instrument is a tambourine because
It's awesome. I just imagine, like, when you were creating the character and we were talking about it, is when you come in and you have to distract the opponent, you just
yeah, just standing there. Just, let me, it's fine. It's good.
right?
He's really good at being a distraction, and he knows it, and is very
That is a
proud
fact.
and happy to be that distraction. And sometimes he doesn't know that he's being a distraction.
No, but he absolutely is. And it's a good one.
He just does his best.
And-
We also started forming a band with the other member of our party,
That's right.
because we have several of us that play instruments and
Yes,
are
you
small
did.
and obnoxious.
Yes, that is a fact. What did I do? Why did I allow any of this?
And yet somehow we're going to save the day. It's going to be great.
Yeah, you guys are going to do fine. Hey, Cannondale, a.k.a. Natasha. What is that? I don't know those emojis.
Oop.
Held a message.
I like the pink skin. It looks
Just
good.
Cannon, yo. Okay. Yeah, hey, Chris, we see it. I'm going to allow. There we go. Cool. Hey, everybody. So, what is the most obnoxious character you've ever played? All of y'all out there watching. I'm sure there have been some good ones.
See, I'm going to hear these characters. I'm going to find none of them obnoxious. I'm just going to adopt all of
You're
them
gonna be like, "Oh, that's
immediately.
good. Yeah, I can relate to that. Yeah.
What do you mean obnoxious? They're all fantastic.
Yes, that is what you would say.
I have a brand.
Mm-hmm. You do.
B-rated sci-fi films, really obnoxious things.
What's up, everybody? Vampire the Masquerade, Malkavian. He was both Puck and Lord Oberon. Okay.
Ooh, that sounds interesting, to be both Puck and Lord Oberon.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Actually, that sounds a little terrifying too. Now that I
Mm-hmm.
think about it, I was in that play.
It's crazy.
Fun fact.
Cannon says that she's in her friend's roadhog mask. Are you like wearing it right now?
Pixar didn't happen.
Right. We need to see pics of this roadhog mask. So yesterday, I had to call in sick to work because I made the mistake. You know, I like 7-Eleven. I go there often because it's like right on the ride home. I'll stop off and I'll pick up a drink and like a road snack or something. And I made the mistake of getting a road snack yesterday or Tuesday after work of the hot dogs on the grill. And I almost want to blame Leona because we have been talking.
I think Leona's gonna come here and fight you.
No,
Right
she's not.
now.
She's gonna just laugh like she is right now because she and I have been talking about street meats a lot recently, like overseas and stuff. When you know the.
But I trust those street meats. Those are made by
No.
Grandma. Those
No.
are made by
The
Grandma.
worst. And
That's so true.
we've been talking about it, and so last week I had some Chinese food, and I got the chicken on a stick.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, cool, good to go. And
Because
then
you know who made that?
Grandma.
Grandma.
Yeah. And then Tuesday after work I stopped off at 7-Eleven. I was like, all right, those hot dogs look great. I'm going to have 2 of those.
7-Eleven is not ran by Grandma.
No, it is not.
If you are going to a hole-in-the-wall place and you want to order food, the way you can tell if it's going to be really good food or if it's going to be the food that gives you food poisoning is how old the people in the back making the food are.
Right.
If they are ancient, homely beings that may or may not already be dead, then you too will survive because you're accepting food from Fey people.
Okay.
If they are not at least 70
No,
or
this-
call you sweetheart,
Oh, wow.
then no.
Okay. Well, it was a younger gentleman.
That's why you almost died.
Yeah. And I had the street meat. And I got home and I was like, man, I got a really bad headache. This isn't good.
A little lower.
Oh, yep, sorry.
And yeah, about 4 in the morning, I woke up and I was like, ugh, this is not a good thing. And it wrecked me. Thanks, Leona.
But you know what? Now you have my words of wisdom.
I do.
Now you're going to ask everyone how old they are before you accept their street meat.
Mm-hmm. Be like, excuse me, you who are making this chicken on a stick in the middle of nowhere, how old are you? 70. Perfect. I don't know how I even feel about that conversation. But yeah, they got me. The hot dogs got me. All right. Let's see what I was saying. Finally, someone got it. You don't eat the 7-Eleven dogs. I know this now. I know this now. You know? You know what I usually get, though, as my, like, road snack? I usually
What?
get, like, they have these, like, Danishes. that
Those are
like,
prepackaged.
Yeah, they're so good. I mean, I probably don't need to be eating them, but they're so good.
Favorite road snack? Flaming Hot Cheetos.
You need like 1,000 napkins to even have those because
How are you eating Flaming Hot Cheetos?
with my fingers.
Yeah, then only those little fingers get a little messy, and then afterwards you just lick them and you're done.
1,000 napkins are necessary.
Flaming Hot Cheetos. coffee really is all I need
What?
in life.
I don't know how I feel about any of that.
That's your favorite roast?
Coffee and Flaming Hot Cheetos.
Oh, wow.
I live like a poor college student.
Still, you don't need to anymore.
I know, I've been set free, but
Right?
it's just hard sometimes. Salt and vinegar chips.
Yes.
David says 7-Eleven is more street than meat. He also says, I played a tiefling bard who constantly referred to the dragonborn paladin in the party as a crocodile or croc.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. That is pretty much amazing. Dried rust. I'm looking for a good flesh tone. I've got barbarian flesh, and I do have 2 barbarians here, but I thought there might have been something else. There we go. I do like that, calling dragonborns crocs. That's,
I feel like that's a good way to die.
I don't know about that. This sounds amazing. Dragonborns aren't that tough.
Everyone who plays Dragonborn right now is just sitting there like, what? Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said
I
it.
played a pixie artificer once
Oh.
who was, she was very much leaning in that fey side of being kind of chaotic neutral.
Okay.
But she tried really hard to be chaotic good. And she was a thief as well, to top it all off. But true to fashion, very mischievous, very, she's tiny, so she's light-fingered. She can,
Right.
whatever. But the first thing I did was level up to where I could get a familiar. And because I was an artificer, my GM, Molly, the one who I'm painting the tiefling for, told me that I could flavor it as a construct of mine.
Okay.
As long as I had all of the necessary materials. And all I had was a clock bits and a bag of holding. So I made a bird out of a cuckoo clock, and I named it Cuckoo Cachoo.
Okay.
And its tummy was made out of the bag of holding. So when I would thief things, I would feed them to my cuckoo clock bird, and it would
Hold them.
for me, as many as I'd like.
Interesting.
Yeah. That is also the same character who happened to loot a fallen orc, and in the first pocket, I felt nothing but skin, according to my roll.
Gross.
And in the second pocket, according to my roll, I found a book. But unfortunately, for what kind of book, I rolled low, so it was a Harlequin romance novel.
Nice. That is an orc with a passion for literature.
Oh, yeah. And it was great because later on, unconnected to this event, this was entirely based on rolls. The GM had already decided what artifact I was going to get that session. And it turns out the artifact was a pair of glasses that let me read any language.
Okay.
So by the end of the session, I was like, oh, yeah, like I am gonna...
You're reading
I am
orcish Harlequin
reading
romance.
Orcish Harlequin romance. And guys, don't worry. If we come across an orc, I will be able to communicate
Interesting.
through Harlequin romance novel.
That's disturbing. Be like, I'm going to just move closer in a romantic fashion towards the orc. What?
Just reading passages outside.
Right.
We decided the cover is like a female orc just like lifting another orc over her head. Very strong.
I like it. And also I'm quite disturbed by it and now want to date an orc.
Who doesn't want to date a lady orc? I feel like if you don't want to date a lady orc, you're lying.
Oh,
Just,
I absolutely do. Especially after watching World of Warcraft, the movie.
If your girlfriend can't bench press you, then,
Wow.
I mean...
It's like you're in my head.
I don't know if I could bench press my boyfriend. I can definitely
think you
lift him
could.
easily.
I think you could.
I can lift him easily. I
Yeah.
can throw him very easily.
That's.
A little lower.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
No, I got blue on the. You know what? I'm banned from painting with blue. Last time I had blue and I got it all over the character.
You do it again?
I did.
No.
I'll be able to fix this though. It's on the back of his head where his hair that is yet to be painted is. So I'm just gonna. Maybe his hair is blue to match his colorful blue robes.
I have a feeling by the time that we're done with this session, these miniatures are going to look a lot like the miniatures from the D&D Create a Monster video. I don't know if any of y'all have seen that, but Wizard of the Coast and with Adobe have come up with this contest where you can do this like a Photoshop thing and create a monster. And the winner will win like $5,000, a trip out to the WotC headquarters to meet the design team, all sorts of cool stuff. And but the miniatures that were used in the demo video, I know. A couple of them were pretty good, but a couple of them were not at all.
There was one in particular that was really bad.
Yeah. I was just like, oh man, but I get it. Not,
I don't.
Well, one thing that a lot of people will say is, when you come to the table to play, bring a painted miniature. Not everybody's going to paint a great miniature. But it better be painted. And they proved that in the video. I was like, okay. But these, I think, are going to look a lot like that today.
Trying to say something about my light red
No.
necromancing tiefling?
Not at all. I'm saying it about my miniatures that I'm working on. And yours a little. No, I'm just kidding. Yours are always good. Way better than mine.
You always talk so low about your miniatures.
Because they're only like an inch tall. Dun-dun-dun. James Smith says, found you. Thought you could hide, couldn't, huh?
Sorry,
James. All right. So, like I said, we're painting some Wizkids minis today. We're going to give one away, too. Not the ones that we're painting, obviously, but we're going to give away the Asmir fighter right here. We're going to give that away. And I think one of the, how we'll do that is, I posted up on Facebook that, we're having some technical difficulties. So anybody that comments on that, hashtag D20Life, if you hashtag D20Life on there, that'll be the entry to win today. But you have to go back over to the Facebook page and do that.
Okay. I'm going to run away from this blue now and never come back.
Never to return?
Yeah. I still have a bunch left, but you know what? Doesn't matter.
Let's take a look back on the Twitch. Oh, we are painting Wizkids minis. Sorry. I keep having to bounce back and forth between Twitch and YouTube. And we are painting some Wizkids minis. I am painting 2 Dwarven Barbarians and 2 Elven Fighters. And Gretchen is working on a Tiefling Warlock or Necromancer.
Him's raising the dead.
Yeah, him's raising the dead, so could be either one.
Sometimes you just get a hankering to raise the dead.
This is true. And you got to go with it.
You just gotta, I think this tiefling just woke up, had his morning coffee, and said, you know what I could do today? Raise the dead.
Raise the dead. Rock and roll.
And so he did.
And he is. And he's gonna put on his fanciest outfit.
Well, he's a tiefling. He only has fancy outfits.
Wow.
I've never met an even peasant tieflings fashion.
Fashion.
Yeah.
Fashion forward.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know what happened, but the audio just cut out.
Okay. All of our audio did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, we're back.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry.
Mom told me I was terrible at making friends. I told her you're not trying hard enough. Dwarven barbarians are the best. All right. I was going to work on some gnomes, but they're literally no bigger than my thumbnail. I was like,
I think the gnomes were fantastic.
A little lower.
they're so tiny.
Eventually, Leona will train me to paint minis
In
in the
camera?
actual area of the camera. Yeah.
That's what we trained Dave to do.
That's true.
At least I don't lick paintbrushes.
Yeah.
He's already sad and disappointed, I can tell.
Last episode, he had a blue mouth. Right?
He did.
He did.
Coming out the side of his...
There's usually some kind of. I just don't mention.
And his tongue was blue.
That is amazing.
I was like, oh, gross.
All right. Sorry, Necromancer Joe killed chat.
Oh no.
That's how you get blue tongue. That's right. That is exactly how you get the blue tongue of what the heck, Dave.
The blue tongue of what the heck.
It
Mm-hmm.
was really gross. I'm not gonna lie.
It's like,
Because it's not blueberry flavored.
right.
It's just acrylic paint.
It's like, been eating Smurfs again?
Always delicious.
Always. Every time I hear someone say that, I think Harry Potter. Always.
Been eating Smurfs?
Just-
Always.
Always. Just anytime someone says always, I think
It's just in that voice.
Alan Rickman. Always. And it's like, speaking of which, who's ready for some Fantastic Beasts 2? Is that this weekend?
I think it is this weekend, actually.
It's super cool. I enjoyed the first one.
I haven't seen it. I mean, I like Harry Potter and I like all of that kind of stuff, and I heard it looked fantastic, but I just haven't had the time to go out and,
Check it out.
yeah.
Okay. It's worth a look. That's for sure. At least I think so. But what do I know? He just comes across as a Pokemon trainer with spells.
Is that really so different?
A little bit, I think, yeah. All right. This elf is looking all right, coming along. Let's get his brother over here. Granted, that's one of the things I like about these miniatures that Wizkids puts together when you get the 2-pack.
Yeah, I got brown on my glowy bits.
You get two versions of the same character at a low level than at a higher level. And
That's really cool.
That's one of the things I really like about these. But one of the other things you can do is like make them related. Like I want to do with these two elves.
Set you up for some fun family drama in a session.
Yeah. Or as villains.
Ooh.
Because, I mean, nothing's creepier than twins. You know?
Shining for
Yeah, exactly. And then G.I. Joe had the twins that were like assassins. I don't remember what they were like, Zoltar and Voltan or something like that. I can't remember. But G.I. Joe had twins that were real creepy. But there's always twins that are creepy.
I've only known actual twins.
Also creepy. Let's see what else. Dang, that miniature's just flying off the shelf. Get it now. Go over to Facebook and respond. They're flying off the shelf.
Oh my gosh, it's so difficult to paint in between their legs.
Huh?
No, look, okay, so there's just everything in the way.
Yeah. it's the worst.
He has a tail, he has a zombie, he has boots,
spell.
he has the spell, he has some kind of spherical trident item. It's just and there's just one little bit of an inside of a pants leg. Anyone in chat has tips for how to dig in there?
Well, I can give you, I don't know about digging in there, Jesus, but I can tell you a tip.
What's your hot tip?
If you can't see it, don't paint it.
I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
I would know it was there when it would turn on the little turntable.
On the rotary.
Yeah. This is how I get blue everywhere.
That's true.
Because I'm like, I know it's there. I gotta paint it.
I can dig it. All right.
Paint it with my shaky hands.
You got shaky hands today?
I have shaky hands every day.
Because of the coffee and Cheetos.
I do not eat Cheetos every day. Those are a road trip.
Oh, road trip.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just talking, when I talked about it, I was just like, it's just a road snack.
No, well, not like
To get me from here back home.
Oh, I don't do that.
Right.
With coffee, I do though. That's definitely.
It's a coffee thing?
I drink coffee every minute of every day.
And that would explain the shaky hands.
Probably.
It has to explain it. I need more coffee in my life then, I guess.
Everyone always needs more coffee in their life. It's just a matter of fact.
Okay.
Unless you can't have coffee, and then I guess it's okay. I'm a caffeine addict, I admit it.
Now I see Snape with like blue smears all over his face. Yes, taking him on to it. All right. Gonna go watch it. They're gonna go watch Fantastic Beasts. I like that. Is that why you get? Yeah, that is why you get two. I cannot paint stormtroopers with the giggles. Painting what? No. They're painting stormtroopers' crotches right now, and they can't do it because they're giggling too much. Thanks.
See, I kept
Gretchen.
it together when I painted David Bowie from Labyrinth.
That's right.
I just want to let you all know that I didn't have to do that.
That's right. You didn't have to keep it together.
I kept it on the inside. There were a lot of jokes.
Yeah, I have no doubt. You see what I got to put up with, everybody? Makes me want to go get the giant rattling from one of the other games that we've painted for before, because those were ridiculous in that they were all anatomically correct.
I just hear the giggles.
Mm-hmm. I can hear Leona in there just.
We try so hard to keep this family friendly for you guys.
But whenever it goes off the rails, it's 100% Gretchen's fault.
That is so rude. So
And true.
I'm gonna.
Obviously, you're not going to say anything because you're right. You know I'm right because you're over there going, he's so right.
See if I bring any baked goods in for you whenever my oven gets fixed.
Yay, baked goods. Wait, that was a, I'm not doing it, Rick. I'm not going to respond. I'm not going to say what that person said. It's a,
Non-family friendly?
yeah, it's Creighton Shish is the individual in the chat on Twitch. I'm just not going to say it. It's too funny. Everybody go back to Twitch and check it out. But yeah, it was funny. It had something to do with David Bowie.
I say because Dave's not here, everything's Dave's fault.
Oh, dang it. Why didn't I? You're right. Dave.
Just automatically what happens. If you're not here, it's...
Yeah, it's Dave's fault. There we go. I like that. Let's use that. Forever. All right. Where are we at? Man, we got like 15 more minutes? Sweet.
So about me finishing that mini today.
I think you got it. I think you have this. It's going to be fine. It's going to be just fine. And it should be done. I mean, you started before the stream even started. Cheater.
Yeah, so I could get his skin.
All right. And you filmed a few other things today, too, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
I am a busy bee.
Mm-hmm.
Buzz.
Indeed.
That's my bee voice. That's
Mm-hmm.
definitely the sound of a bee.
That's your bee voice. Mm-hmm. One of these days, I'm going to have to meet your boyfriend. Just so I can be like, "Do you like this all the time?"
You mean amazing?
Yes.
That's right, Leona.
That's exactly what I mean.
And he's gonna nod and be like, yeah, have you met her animals? Do you know, like, the company she keeps?
The cats. The
My one
dogs.
cat and my one dog, they're both obnoxious. I love them.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Well, the cat's 18.
Jesus.
And she's an old lady. She's a little
it almost
old
sounds
lady.
like the cat's 18 and you carry it everywhere. It's past years ago.
No, I just put up on my Instagram, I put up a picture of her meowing. She sounds like an old grandma who has smoked 6 packs a day
Oh my
and
God.
drinking a bottle of scotch.
I literally
And
think,
that's the noise that she makes.
I think I seen a video of this cat.
Yeah, I just put up the video.
No.
Oh.
Have you seen the video of where the guy goes outside and there's a cat with these big, buggy, crazy
Yes,
eyes looking? It's
yeah.
like,
I
it's
would,
like,
I would,
Mom!
I'd adopt that cat in an instant.
Mom!
I love it. So she's pretty. Disclaimer: she's Siamese. She's
Yours
pretty.
is.
Yeah, mine
Okay,
is.
all right, 'cause
But
that
she
cat
sounds
is
like
not.
if Fran from The Nanny smoked 6 packs a day
And was a cat.
and was a cat and drank a lot of scotch. And that is kind of the guttural noises
Okay.
that she makes. Yeah, I posted up video. You could,
Well, I
you
saw
know,
it.
Yeah,
I
you
saw the
can-
video.
That's her happy meow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's not the demon wailing she makes when she gets confused because, fun fact, my cat was diagnosed with dementia.
Oh, my
So
Lord.
she gets confused sometimes and she just wails.
Okay. She is 18 years old. That's like 1,000 years old in person.
She remembers. She's happy though. We just when she wails, when she has like a confusion moment, you just have to go, Pookie, you're okay, and then she's okay.
And she calms it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just have to remind her she's okay.
Makes sense. Poor cat.
She does her best.
That's all we can ask.
She just screams and eats.
Screams and eats.
That's all she does.
Nobody's ever going to break into your place. And if they do, they're going to run screaming themselves.
Oh, she's terrified people multiple times because she's dark. She's kind of like a toasted marshmallow color. So she hides in the shadows or in the cabinets sometimes, and you don't know she's there because she sleeps.
Oh, my God.
And then all of a sudden you hear, and that's the noise she makes.
Why?
And absolutely anyone who's met my cat would hear that and go, yep, that sure is. Little demon.
It sounds like a demon.
I love her.
I can tell. I love her.
My favorite demon.
I can dig it.
I tell everyone I'm a crazy cat lady, but only for one cat, so it's okay.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a fact.
That's a Gretchen fact.
Brought to you by Menon. All right. Hey, Dave Taylor. Hey, licking paintbrushes is just fine. For who, Dave? For who?
No, not really.
We miss you, buddy.
If people pay me enough money, I will lick a paintbrush. If you want to go start up a GoFundMe,
For
then I would lick a paintbrush.
no.
But
Mm-mm.
just by my own accord.
Yeah. I mean, I do as well, but I don't feel like I think Dave has mastered the whole thing. Dave says it's for everyone. He's painting the Space Marines right now. Raising family isn't too hard if they're buried close enough together. That's a good one.
Oh my God.
That's a great necromancy
Please,
joke.
everyone, just all the necromancy jokes that you have.
That's right. Post your necromancy jokes.
I want to hear them all.
That was really good.
Put them all in the chat. I want to put them all in the chat. I'm going to read them all to my friend when I give this to her.
Perfect. She's going to be like, what?
Make a video.
That's
I will
good.
make a video of every single necromancy joke in there if we have a few of them.
All right. There are a few. And now, I need not that. I don't want that either. Aha. Aha. Go back over to Twitch real quick. Ding. Yeah, that cat is creepy, the one from the other video.
I love that cat. I
Yeah.
love it so
It's
much.
just, its eyes, it's like,
I
blink.
love-
It's like, blink.
It looks like a Muppet.
The cat isn't blinking.
It looks like a Muppet. How could you not love that face? I love it.
Tell you how I can. It's just, I do not love it.
It looks like Jim Henson blessed it.
Yeah, with a curse. It's like, yikes, scariest cat in the world.
Have you seen the LaCoy cats? The werewolf syndrome ones?
Yep.
I love those too.
Jesus.
I also love goats. So, I mean,
Okay.
I just
mean,
have-
it explains a lot. It's so much.
Rick's about to send me home. He's gonna be like, goodbye. Sorry, never come back.
No.
Satan child.
Not at all. It just explains so much. I just better know how to deal with you.
I love goats. I love strange and weird and obnoxious animals.
Yes, you do. That cat is freaking scary. All right.
I would bring that cat home,
Mm-hmm.
and my boyfriend would know the instant I walked through the door that he would not have a choice.
Really?
If I brought home a normal cat, my boyfriend would be like, oh, we're fostering it. And I'd be like, yeah, I'm just helping out. If I brought home that cat, he'd just be like, oh.
We have a new cat.
He
For
would,
life.
He would know.
That is tragedy.
He would just be like, oh, this demon thing that you brought into our house.
Yeah, that's just a tragedy. 100%. All right. This is fun. The minis are coming around pretty well. Dave would be like, Rick, how is it that you're doing 4 miniatures in a day, in one episode? And I'd be like, I learned it from you, Dave.
You taught me well.
I don't know if he'd say that. He'd be like, why did you do this? No, I think he'd laugh. Oh, man. So, we've only got about, oh no, my brush. I lost my brush.
Oh, no.
Look,
Oh, it died.
yeah, another one bites the dust. That's all right. So I've been catching up on all of my CW Arrowverse shows this week as well, which was nice. I kind of started this past weekend, but while I was not feeling good yesterday, laying in bed, I caught up on like Arrow and Supergirl.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're really good. Cannot go wrong with some good DC Universe television.
Sure can't.
All right.
I'm excited for Batwoman.
Oh, yes.
I want to see how that goes.
Yeah, I think it's going to be amazing. And it's, what's the name of the actress playing Batwoman?
Ruby Rose.
Ruby Rose, yeah. I loved her in Orange is the New Black and John Wick 2, I believe.
I really liked her in John Wick. I had a lot of people who were saying that they weren't sure because she didn't have any speaking words, but I think that being able to communicate through purely sign language and body language in a role like that and still come off as a badass and still come off as a strong character that people remember and talk about is a talent. Like I
agree.
think that has a lot to show for it.
Absolutely. All right. There we go. Don't forget to go back over to our Facebook page today, and where I posted up having Facebook technical difficulties and directed everybody to come to Twitch or YouTube to put a hashtag D20Life on there, and I will pick a winner and probably give it a little time so people can watch this and stuff and go over there and check it out. So probably next week we'll announce the winner on that and get that out to somebody. And if you haven't joined already on Facebook, we do have our group over there called Painting Happy Little Minis. You can join up and or at least request to join. We'll add you into the group show off all the cool stuff that you're painting because we'd love to see all that. It's actually one of the things I really do enjoy.
I'll read off all the necromancy jokes.
Yes, and add all your necromantic jokes for this miniature that Gretchen's painting for her friend, because it only makes sense.
It does only make sense. You know, I'm sure he's a master at being funny, or at least he is now.
Oh yeah.
No, he's
Yeah.
tickled pink.
Jesus. No, that's good. That was good. Dun, dun. It was good.
Okay.
The cat, that one cat is a necromancy joke. Where is Dave today? Dave is.
Snowed
So
in.
we had a bit of a snowstorm today, and it's kind of more ice than snow, and the roads are really bad. So Dave lives down in the city of Baltimore, and so it was just decision that he probably should just stay in the city and not hazard the roads coming up to where we're at. So keep it safe. Bounce back over to YouTube. It's just still Dave talking about his dang Space Marines.
Jeez, Dave.
I know, right?
Stealing the thunder.
Well, I'm going to put my minis up on the rotator. And we'll get rid of that Space Marine. There you go.
Which ones you painted?
Yeah, that's right. Guess which ones I painted. Guess which one Dave painted.
It's really hard.
No. These are actually not too bad for 4 in an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have like mine, which is just purely all base coats. Colors.
Nice. The Pepto-Bismol tiefling.
That was to be honest, I was like, what is the most obnoxious color I could think of for this tiefling? And Pepto-Bismol pink was definitely it.
The Army Hospital in Hawaii on the island of Oahu is this huge, on the side of this mountain, pink Pepto-Bismol painted hospital. It's disgusting. So you hit it right on the nail.
Yeah, my mom used to teach in a classroom that was painted Pepto-Bismol pink, and
That's a difficult color to look at all day long.
all day, the entire classroom.
Yeah. Is your mom insane now? It didn't drive her crazy? It would have drove me crazy.
She hung up a lot of posters.
Smart.
Yeah,
Man, teachers.
yeah,
They're smart.
being clever.
Very cool. All right. Well, I think that pretty much brings us to the end of our program today. We do appreciate everybody finding us over here on Twitch and YouTube today. Facebook was giving us some difficulty. We'll have a talk with them and give them 2 options, pain or discipline. But we will be back again tomorrow at 2 p.m. for Building Character and Board Games and Beyond at 3 or 4. 4?
Whatever time that happens.
Weather permitting. Hopefully it does warm up and it melts all that away. And even though I love the snow and I love the cold, I just don't want to drive in it.
I don't like
right
the
now.
snow or the cold.
Yeah, it's all good.
Another fun fact.
Fun fact, loves her cat, 18-year-old ancient mummified cat. And doesn't like snow.
She's a delight.
I
She
believe
doesn't
does.
like snow either.
I believe she doesn't. With her arthritis? Of course not. All right, everybody. Thank you again. This has been Painting Happy Little Minis. I'm Rick,
And I'm Gretchen.
and we'll see you at the game store.
Thanks for watching Painting Happy Little Minis. If you liked it, leave a like and a comment below, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any new content.